Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I thought I'd show you around the snow. No, I'm just kidding. I built a Nordic house, and if I haven't told you already, Nordic is actually my favorite style. Surprisingly, I haven't done one in a while, as long as you don't count the Viking style as sort of Nordic. But yeah, I'm kind of eager to get back into building them, so hopefully you guys think this looks pretty cool. I do, especially because of these nice icicles I got going. If you want those, you're going to have to download the Conquest texture pack, and also some other mods such as Optifine and World Edit. In fact, I think that's all you actually need is just those two mods and then the texture pack. But yeah, if you do get those, you can accomplish stuff like the icicles, these little things of wood, and a shit ton of stuff that I will show you inside as well. But before I kind of go in there, I'm going to show you a quick little spin around the outside of the build. And yeah, basically in the comments, I just want you guys to tell me pretty much what you think of this little style that I came up with, and also I'd love to hear your kind of ideas and suggestions on what maybe we could add to make this better, or just kind of what your, I guess, ideas or opinions would be on this general map area, and kind of what we could do to maybe improve it. I know the snow, some of it looks kind of ugly. That's going to be a big project, cleaning up this snow and getting paths and stuff in here, but I'm thinking we could probably get a big city that maybe extends to that mountain right over there to the left, and then can possibly come all the way over here, and then we could shove the keep or castle back in this little mountainous area. I'm not sure how back, or yeah, how far back this thing goes. Is it rendering? Oh, that's just a big ass cliff. Yeah, I guess this would kind of be perfect, and then maybe we could shove like a wall back there or something. But basically, if you're wondering kind of where this is in relation to most of our other cities, the Gothic one is actually behind it down that slope down there. The medieval one is kind of that way, and then our, I guess our most Nordic style that we kind of have made already, which is the Viking one, is just down this way. And it'll be really cool because we can make a path possibly that just follows down the river. And I'm definitely going to add a big giant forest in here, so it's a bit more view obstructing, so people can't just see from city to city, but they'll have to kind of find their way around by following paths and stuff. Or so they can either like follow the paths or test their luck and go through the dangerous forest. So there's probably a lot of mobs, which would not be easy to get through. But anyways, here is our little Viking settlement. Still not actually sure what to name it or not, so I'm gonna need some ideas on that by the time we kind of finish that area. I'm really debating on whether we should keep that town going for like a super long time and just have it become some giant thing, even though I think it might look better if we keep it a small town. Maybe we'll do several little Viking settlements and do with that. But we got tons more things we can make, but by the time we get through all of them, that town is going to be like the size of New York or something, which isn't really a realistic thing for medieval towns. So still debating what I'm going to do with that, but enough of the other stuff in the landscape. Let's go ahead and get back to this little Nordic house, since that's what you guys probably came here to see. Now, hopefully I can find it. There it is. But yeah, this overall is just like a really nice, snowy, icy, hospitable land, which is definitely going to be good for this style. And then the inside of the builds, I'll hopefully be able to make look pretty decent, but also kind of cramped and lived-in looking. So for this one, instead of giving like a big open feel as soon as you walk through the door, I kind of want to make it a bit smaller. So right here you have two options. You can either go left up the stairs or take your chances going right to the rest of the build. And this is just kind of a hallway. I probably could have added a picture right here or something, just to add a little more detail. But then we got this little bookshelf back here with the candle for some artificial lighting. We got a closet right here. Just kind of a burnt out fireplace just to make it look a bit more cold and chilling. But then we got this little candle in the window. I tried to make this look like a little kitchen area as best as possible. There wasn't really too much room for seating. I suppose I could have put one right here, but I think that would have made it a bit too cluttered. But yeah, we got the wine bottles. This is another thing you can use with the metadatas. Same with the smoke, which is also one of my favorite blocks besides the icicles that you might have seen outside. And yeah, that's about it for this little downstairs area. Not too much to see. I didn't really have too much time to kind of work on it and get it perfect, but I think it turned out quite alright. And then we also have this little torch, which I'm not sure if I like that right there when you walk in or not. I guess it could it go without it? Yeah, that actually, I think it makes it look a bit more cold and chilling, and then kind of draws your attention a bit more to either side instead of having you kind of loiter right in the doorway. So as we go up here, this little first or second floor, I should say, is just kind of like a storage area. And once again, you're seeing more of the metadatas with these little wine bottles and also the crates. And I'm probably not going to show you this in the default texture pack, but if you're wondering what these blocks are, unfortunately, the wine bottles are cobwebs. And then, fortunately, so good news is, these little crates are just oak wood blocks. So in the end, it doesn't look too bad. And I gotta say, even though the cobwebs, sometimes they might not make sense for this, it kind of looks cool because it's like an old rundown house almost, even if they are kind of scattered a bit too much. So I also decided to place in this chest and this little wolf pelt. I think the wolf pelts and then the bear pelts look really good in these builds just because it is kind of like a wild, hospitable wilderness area. Not too many trees, as you can see. In fact, there are a total of 0 trees in this area, so I'm probably going to end up adding a bunch of those at the end, just because I think it's probably going to make the thing look a lot better by the time it's done with. And this mountain really isn't too high up in the, I guess, atmosphere, or whatever you want to call it, so it still makes sense to add trees in. They can still kind of survive. This is really actually just one big giant glacier, as you may have seen over by the waterfall. And I gotta give the props to the map editor. I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but by the time all these cities are done, I will make sure to include you in all the downloads and everything. If you do want the map, though, just ask me. I'll send you a link to his little Planet Minecraft profile. But yeah, where were we? I think I covered this whole place. Also, went ahead and stuck a torch right there. And then for the upstairs, this would just be the house owner's bedroom. I thought this picture really looked good because it is kind of looking like a little snowy battleground. And we got the bed, the chest. I think I've said this before, but I always really like putting the chests on the edge of the bed. I kind of got this little idea and habit from Skyrim. And then we also got another wolf pelt. I'm in love with these little things. And then a little desk with some candlelight. And I gotta say, I like when these things spawn the little map. Definitely adds some more detail to the build. And then here's another one of those chairs I've been trying. I think the only problem if you use these is if you decide to kind of copy and paste a whole house, they end up looking like this on the pasted thing. So you gotta kind of go through and fixing them. That's one thing I used to do is around windows. I would make these like shutters. Oops. Wow, I guess that's not gonna place. Kind of weird, but oh well. And then, so yeah, I would kind of use those for shutters, but every time I would have the house kind of pasted somewhere. What was it? Or maybe it's like even the map, if someone else downloads it, all the shutters end up facing downwards like this, so it just looks really weird and no one can tell what they actually are. But yeah, enough of me rambling on about that. The last little thing I added was just this little bookshelf with a little white flower. And I thought that really kind of looked good in the atmosphere just because it is that kind of white, snowy look. Maybe a better one would be, I think I've seen it before, possibly this blue orchid or the white tulip? Nah. So either do this one, the azure bluelet, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, or the blue orchid. I think I'm actually going to switch it to this. Hopefully it actually goes in the flower pot. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Okay, one other thing I thought I'd mention is if you are in a snowy build and you are using this texture pack, definitely use the white stained glass panes. They really look good, kind of act like they're covered in snowflakes and stuff. If you're in the default texture pack, they look ugly as hell, so just use the default plain old glass panes. But yeah, that is just my little suggestion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little show around. Let me know if you want a tutorial on this house. I'll probably mix it up a little bit and kind of maybe move this over to the left side, maybe add some different windows up here on the roof, because I really don't want to build the same house twice. It's just, personally, it's not fun. And so yeah, I'll probably be doing this style. I'll add it to our little rotation of builds because we already got the Viking, Gothic, and Medieval, and now we're going to add Nordic. So that's a total of 4. We also have that little, the Dwarven style. It's almost like, if you've seen the town Markarth in Skyrim, it's kind of like that style, but a bit more Dwarven-ish. What am I saying? That town is made by the dwarves, I think. But yeah, that's that. So just let me know what you want to see next time. And I just want to thank you guys again for watching. Thanks for all the support on these videos. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one.